Hello everyone, welcome to Target45. My name is Jyoti. Today we are going to solve if a number or a string is palindrome or not in Python. I want to remind you, if you still have not subscribed to Target45, please kindly subscribe to Target45. We are going to solve this kind of coding problems every day. From the past few days, we have been solving coding problems. We worked on patterns, we checked prime number, factorial, Fibonacci. We solved all these problems. Today, if you see, we are solving palindrome. The reason being we have worked on patterns. In patterns, we mostly worked on palindrome. So first, we need to understand what palindrome is. So that is why today we are solving if a number or a string is palindrome or not. So when we call a number or a string is palindrome is if we read a word or a statement from the forward and the backward. If it is the same, then it is called a palindrome. See, this number, if we read from forward or from the backward, it is the same. So these two are examples of palindrome. And today we are going to solve this palindrome problem using Python slicing. And you have to remember the fact that Python slicing only works on strings. So what I'm doing, what we are doing, so I have defined two variables. One is for string and one is for number. And here if you see, I have used f strings in order to represent variables and expressions inside the strings. So what f strings do is it helps us to define variables or functions inside the strings. So here in f strings, I'm just passing a string and a number to the function in order to check if it is a palindrome or not. So we have defined a function which is palindrome function, and we are getting the value here. And Python slicing works on strings but not integers, so we need to convert the value to string in order to make it work here. Remember that it's not only for strings it works, Python slicing. You can use for tuples, strings, bytes, and other data types. So but here our problem is on mostly strings and numbers, so I'm saying that it will work only on strings and not numbers here. So first convert it into a string. Input underscore str equal to str function will use in order to convert it into string. So you have to remember the what is Python slicing: start, stop, and end and step. So this is the syntax for Python slicing, where we have start and we have stop and we have step, which indicates increment or decrement. So first we'll do one thing. We'll print input underscore str. So I am going to tell you now how to print a statement using, sorry, Python slicing. See, we are getting this value. And what if, see, as I said, here this is the start and this is the end and this is the increment or decrement step. By default, it will take it as increment, and if we define it as -1 here, it will take it as decrement. It will instead take this from here and it will print. From the back, it will print to the starting. So that is why you have to understand how this Python slicing works. So now that we understood how to find the reversal of a string, now what we have to do, we need to simply write a condition to check if the forward and backward strings are equal. If it is true, we have to return true. If it is false, we have to return false. So now we'll check. See, our two strings are not palindrome as of now because I have added extra e and extra 3 here. It should print as false. See, it is false. Now we'll remove this e in madam and we'll print. See, this is true and this is false. The bottom one is false and the first one is true. And let's see what if both are palindromes or not. Okay, we are getting a wrong thing here. See, here I have defined it as string instead of str. I have defined it as string. That is why it is by default printing as true, but it is not. Let's see. Now it is true. Again, we'll check this if it returns true or false. Okay, it is returning false. What if it is here 3? False. So this is working. So what I would say is just play around with the start, stop, and step, and see how it works, and understand the Python slicing method very carefully. It will be very useful. Here, the only thing we have to remember is if you print any list or a string from backward, you need to use -1. It will print from the backward. So that's it for today. If you have any doubts or any questions, please kindly comment in the comment section. We'll address it. Thank you.